Khalyla, how do your socks get holes the size of all your toes?
Oh, honey, let me tell you.
I've never lived life hard enough to like have the whole sock be open at the foot.
Well,
I think it's a commitment to not getting rid of them. Right?
I can't have nice things.
Same.
That's just the bottom line.
First of all, same. Aggressive, same.
But I have a reason.
But how come
that's
you guys
more
get
compelling
to be friends
than
with,
yours?
Why do you guys get to be friends with me? Such a nice thing.
What's your reason?
I have 6 animals, and I fostered too many animals, and they are not all on the same intelligence level, and some like to rip socks apart.
Oh, those are dog tears.
Those
aren't
tears.
like
puppy
Esther
tears.
was looking at it like you'd been like out running in gravel.
But I do think we should normalize mismatched socks.
That's gonna make it to your wiki feet. That toe.
Oh,
That's a full toe.
Let's get a zoom.
Blur it out, pixelate it. I'm on the Annie agenda. What do you guys think? Like, do you think that adults, like, there's always this pressure, I feel like, where people shame you when they always point it out when my socks aren't matching. I'm like, who fucking matches socks?
Yeah,
You're
I
very
think
Punky Brewster.
It's cuter to have your socks not match. I'm almost like jealous of that. I lose so many socks, and I've tried to stay committed to the matching socks lifestyle, but maybe I should just abandon.
I have some questions.
Please.
Now, laundry. How does it get done at your house?
I am a laundry lover. I love doing laundry. I do it all. I do mine. I do his. I do donuts.
I believe this because I've never been on FaceTime with you without your hands moving in a folding manner. You're always folding.
And Dave likes his laundry hung up, but I don't care. I fold it. And we have this conversation every week. I wish you'd hang it. I'm sorry. These are the COVID protocols. And COVID, we're just folding laundry.
What do you fold? Do you fold underwear?
I fold everything. I love folding.
Do you fold it like Marie Kondo?
No. I no. But one time, Brenda's song, I was at her house and I left a shirt there. And the next day she brought it to work and it was folded like a little like sandwich. It was the coolest.
Like a swan?
Yeah. It was so special. And then I like spent all this time trying to learn how to fold. And my folding is not good.
Have you ever, this could be maybe next year's birthday present. Have you ever gotten one of those folders?
Those are for amateurs.
The boards?
Amateurs.
It never is the right size. I don't like the board telling me what size my
I know.
is gonna
And
be.
also you don't know the length of the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
I am a professional, and I mean professional master fold air folder. No one can fold or air fold t-shirts.
Are you one of
than
the people
me.
that does the pinch and then can like
Will you
No,
teach
so I
me?
do a flip and a down.
Can we get a shirt? Is there no shirt?
I should show you pictures. I should send you pictures of Annie, you've seen me.
Annie, take your shirt off. A viewer just asked.
Yes, give me somebody's t-shirt.
Oh my God! No bra again?
I don't own a bra. Are we really gonna do this? You're not my friend. Here, I'm gonna say something. I did consider us friends until this. It's incessant. She's saying this thing. I've never had a bra. I've known you for 12 years. I've never had a bra. I've never owned a bra.
Why?
They don't fit me. They don't come in small tit fat back. That's not a size, okay? There's no, it's like, it's too wide. They're far set.
What about when you work out?
I mean, I have sports bras, but they're really just, they're nipple covers.
So it doesn't bother you to be braless? You don't feel...
You have nipple issues.
Hey!
I have nipple issues.
It's too sensitive.
Well, no, mine, I just think mine are too puffy.
She wants tears off.
I have puffy nipples.
What?
Oh, you have like emotional issues with your nipples.
Yeah,
she has physical. you have attached something
Yours
to your
is,
nipples.
yeah, mental.
I have a shame attached
Esther.
Oh, I don't like when you do that.
This actually hurts Esther. This is the meanest. You guys say I'm mean to Esther. This is the meanest thing I've ever done.
You have to stop. I just can't look. Doesn't
She
that
could
bother
hear
you?
The what?
When she ravishes her own nipples like
You
that?
sound horny though. When you say it.
I mean, if she looks like she's in control. She's in control.
Wait, can I try something?
What? What the fuck is that?
This is a pixel episode because I did already show my tits. But I had my nipples pierced when I was 14 to when I was 20.
No.
Your nipple cheese.
I'm doing
I'll smell it.
No.
I'm gonna see if they still go through.
Okay,
There's still
great.
nipple cheese.
I'm gonna
Esther, just look away.
I want some nipple
What is
cheese.
your little drink?
I'm
you
gonna
little
enjoy
cutie?
my drink.
Is that an
over
RC
here.
Cola?
Why do you match your drink? She's wearing a shirt that matches the drink.
It's my new sponsorship.
It actually might be. You never know with Esther. You never know
I
what
pay
she's up to.
them, but it's a It's a deal.
One day Esther's gonna make $1, I swear.
Annie, careful. Do not slowly.
I
Do
have
you
to
want
look.
lube?
Can I like?
I'm not looking
I'm
that
gonna
way.
lift up. Bryce, nobody cares if you see it. It's fine. They're very unoffensive.
No one respects you either, Bryce.
It's not that. It's just it's not going to change your life. It will not change your day, mate.
Do you want some lotion or lube?
I don't think I
why
need
would that
lube.
help?
Okay, boobs out.
Oh my God, Annie, you have perfect nipples.
Thank you. They're about to get poked. Okay, I need to. These are like from Forever 21.
I'm like shaking. There's like my spine is like.
Okay.
Annie,
Like, I know
oh my
those-
God.
Khalyla, you're watching?
Of course, I can't peel
She's
my
a
eyes
nurse.
away.
Do you think a nurse is allowed to be like upset with nipples? Oh my God. Is it
Khalyla,
not
tell
long
us
enough to
what's
go
happening.
through? It's not really long enough to go through.
Well,
but I
it's
think it would
pierced
go
in. I just don't
No,
know
it
if it's
went
gonna
through. Ew, it smells.
I want to smell it.
Why does it smell?
Because of the like the
It's cheese.
Stop saying cheese. I'm gonna look.
Oh my God.
You guys, look, you can see it hanging below.
Honestly, they
God.
Should I try the other one?
look majestic.
No. Majestic.
Look,
what are you-
I do think that might.
Is this cultural appropriation? This might be. There's got to be some tribe somewhere that does this.
Oh my God.
Wait, well, you have both nipples pierced?
I had them. Well, one was pierced at 14, one was pierced at 16.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Oh, so there's just like a hole in your
Yeah, it's
nipples
still
at all
there.
times.
Okay, it's going in. It's going
Oh,
in.
it does. It burns.
Uh
a little.
oh. Annie, don't
looked.
force it in. If there's.
I'm not forcing. I'm just sort of like trying to find the path.
Okay.
Why is this happening on
Is there
this
cheese?
podcast?
Is there cheese?
Yeah, there's definitely cheese.
Can you? I have to.
This is the anti-Esther's birthday episode.
Can we please talk about
This is the opposite of Esther's
Can you
birthday.
please start a conversation with me?
I'm transfixed.
I would love
I
it.
can do nothing else but stare directly into. Oh my God, she got it in. The second one is in. Annie, I have to take a picture. I'm so sorry.
This is what cluster headaches have led me to.
Does it feel? What does it feel like, Annie?
It doesn't really feel like anything.
This has to go into our OnlyFans. It would be a shame if it didn't.
Ew. Do you want to smell the ring?
Yeah. I
What?
actually
You're
do.
gonna smell it?
Yeah,
I
it's-
love cheese.
You have it in your ears.
I love
your
body
nasty pierced ears.
That's so different
It's
than
the same.
a nipple.
It's the same smell.
That's like sexual. What you guys are doing. It's a sex act. Don't do it. She's doing
You smell the
it.
cheese?
Oh, it's good.
It's really juicy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the white stuff still comes out. Bryce is
I-
like having a whole experience of
Oh,
it.
Annie, that's good.
And this was the day George took to take off. Wow.
What's wrong with you that you like that?
Look at her. She likes Bobby.
There's a few.
She's
very-
in love with your male counterpart. Who do you think? I feel like Esther and I are both like Bobby. And Esther and I are so different.
Yeah, like together you make one Bobby Lee.
We make one Bobby.
You're two opposite parts of him.
That's why you like us.
Yeah, it's true. And that's why I'm very comfortable with you guys. Because I'm like, well, this feels familiar.
I was comfortable with you guys until I just saw you smell her nipple cheese. Like that is just
Do you smell your own cheese? Do you,
You
smell
know you
your own
smell your own
floss?
cheese.
When you floss, Esther?
Ew.
no. I don't smell my.
She doesn't have to.
floss.
How do you know? How do you know if it's a good day or a bad day?
Oh my.
I want to go home today. Can I be excused? I'm like 50% serious. Can we just talk about something else? You've made me so uncomfortable. I actually am. Do we have an HR department on this show?
Imagine. This never would have happened. HR. Do we need to do an early banana break?
Call the banana break, Esther, if it's caused you trauma.
Do you need a
that's
moment?
I
the real-
need a banana break.
Okay, let's go. Banana break. Early banana break.
I actually really need it. Like seriously. Thank you for that. Oh, but they're not even organic.
It's potassium.
Oh my God, I knew this day would come. I knew it.
Give it to her. Yeah.
The
Oh,
prince,
wait, Annie.
the prince is upset.
Wait, don't, Annie. I know how you can make this up to me.
Oh my God, the fact that this isn't.
Okay, so what is this?
So it's it's blue flavored maple syrup.
It looks like laundry detergent.
Okay, this isn't on the list of cluster headache triggers, but I have a feeling methinks me might be getting a cluster headache from this.
I can't believe they found that in a grocery store. It's Can I see the label?
Wait, this actually makes Aunt Jemima being taken off fucked up.
It's
There should be no one on these.
Cap'n Crunch Ocean Blue artificially maple flavored syrup.
Maple?
And Annie, I recently did a post on Instagram about this. I said I would love for someone to watch this. I would love to watch someone drink this. It would make me high. And I just want to know if you want to make me high.
So from nipple cheese to this?
That could
This
really
is how I win you back?
That could clean the slate.
Okay, so the reason this is near and dear to my heart, what I'm about to do, is when I was a kid, I used to come home and my dad would be chugging Aunt Jemima's. Like, this is Aunt Jemima, by the way.
Yeah.
They fucking replaced Aunt Jemima with a white guy.
No,
I think that's just Cap'n Crunch.
that's just an addition.
All right.
I don't know what it is.
If we don't get sponsored by these people, I am quitting podcasting, okay?
Well, then I guess this is our last day.
All right, so my dad, when I used to come downstairs in the morning, my dad would be getting ready for work and he would be chugging Aunt Jemima's. Like,
No, he wouldn't.
I swear to God, I thought that's how you ate syrup. When we would go to IHOP, I thought like you can order a cup of syrup. Like
Why-
I thought it was a beverage.
Why was he doing that?
Because he's a fat piggy. I don't know.
Also, Aunt Jemima's isn't even real syrup.
Mm-hmm.
They tricked us our whole lives. It's not even real maple syrup. It's a flavored sauce.
How does it taste, Annie?
Like exactly like Aunt Jemima's.
Squeeze it out. Oh my God, the blue. Oh my God, more. Oh my God. Look at me. What does it taste like, Monster?
It tastes a lot like Monster Energy drink. No, it tastes like exactly like Aunt Jemima's. It doesn't taste any different.
Probably
Really?
just with food coloring.
With
Yeah,
an
they just
illegal
blew it
amount
out.
of food coloring. I've never seen anything so blue. It's beautiful.
You're gonna have green poo later.
No way.
Oh my God.
Because of, you remember those candies, those balls that would cause like a color explosion in your mouth?
No.
Those balls?
Those candy.
I think you were assaulted.
How many times is one person molested?
But I'd always cry because they're like, Mom, my poo's green. And she'd be like, what'd you eat? And it was always that, the food coloring.
I think the blue is off. Okay.
Will you tell us later if your poo is green?
I will. I mean, that's what brought us together to begin with, was my black poop.
It's true.
Okay, Khalyla.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday I was driving. I was actually on the phone with Bryce and George, our podcast producers, because I was begging them to help me with Glowing Up, my other failing podcast.
Oh my God, wait, that's really sad.
Just wait.
I hope they said no.
I had been begging them.
I'll walk out if they said yes.
I've been begging them to do a phone call with me,
Uh-huh.
right? So like finally they give me the time of day to do a phone call, and Bryce is like mid explaining something. I'm like, I have to go. I'm like, I'm so sorry, I have to go. There's a dog on the street, and I locked eyes with this dog, and I'm like, everything else has gone away, and I hung up. I pulled over this little white, like fluffy terrier-ish thing.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I have to rescue this dog.
Wait, I want to just unpack what you said already.
Okay.
You begged them for a phone call and immediately got off the phone call.
That was the,
Okay,
exactly
okay.
for the.
Okay.
So I was like, fuck. But so I walked towards it. It's really not interested. It's so mangy, and
Uh-huh.
it was pooping while walking.
Oh no.
What is that about?
Oh no, was it a puppy or a full-grown dog?
A full-grown dog.
I mean, it could be anything. It could be anything from distemper, parvo, worms, digestive issues, ate something bad, food poisoning. Who knows?
Maybe it's just like good with time. Like,
Oh
listen,
no. And
I
then
got
what
shit to do.
happened?
So it was that dog, and then another dog came out, a little beagle, and I was walking around just trying to looking for food in my car. I had nothing, which now I need.
that's very surprising. There were no crumbs.
It was Dave's car.
Okay.
So then I see this guy who's like also pulled over, and I'm like, hey, like, are these your dogs? He's like, no. He's like, but I've been working on a house around here, and they've been here like every day.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, so I guess these are just like street dogs that live here right off a freeway exit. And it just freaked me out. I couldn't get them. So I called a couple people. I forgot that you're also like a dog.
Yeah, I have
person.
all the things in my car to capture a dog.
So I called Whitney. I called Miranda. I
Uh-huh.
called Carlos. And I talked to a few rescues.
I was going to say, one of these people has to not be famous. I can't hear you talk all the famous people you called. Oh, Carlos. Okay, good.
It's famous people are the only people who have time for this shit.
Or Carlos.
So I don't know if anyone was able to get them, but it just was it was difficult. I don't know what to do. But one of my friends said that she'll go with me this weekend to see if we can find them again. But like, what do you do? Have you been through that?
Yeah.
What do you?
You just snatch them up. You get them. Take them to the vet to get them.
You
to
know,
see.
you could have gotten them.
No, I swear.
It is.
Do you think they saw you and were like, "Oh my God, is she okay? Look at how she's diaper walking."
Poor things. Just see if they're chipped, if they have an owner. If not, you don't want to put them in the shelter. So see if like someone will foster them so they never have to step foot in a shelter.
Now, when you say mangy, do you mean physically? Because you know my dog had mange. Were they missing hair? They just were like
overgrown hair.
Oh, matted.
Matted.
Yeah.
Dirty.
Uh-huh.
They definitely look like they've been on the street for a while.
Oh.
I know it's.
You should get them on Glowing Up. Would you?
Glowing Up My Beauty podcast. Subscribe. Yeah, it was really difficult, and I was just curious, like, what do you do when you see that? And like, I don't know. My friend told me it was probably for the best that I didn't catch them because it would have been like a whole thing. But I don't know.
Especially because it was Dave's car. Imagine.
You see a cute dog like that. I can't. I'm just not from here, so that is crazy to me that there's just dogs on the street. I don't.
That's tricky. Anywhere in LA, 'cause I'm always so freaked out because of like fast traffic.
Yeah.
So when I see a dog, I always panic, start stopping cars.
Yeah, it is.
Bobby thinks I'm like. There was one time on the 101 freeway, 101 South, we were on our way to Irvine Improv for his show, and he was already running late. And there was a fucking husky, and I was so dumb. There was me and one other guy on a motorcycle, but we were running on a freeway in tandem, side by side. And Bobby's just following me like, are you fucking crazy? And thankfully, the husky exited and then someone was able to catch him.
Was Bobby late to his show and needed to get on the back of the motorcycle to get there on time? Is there any way we can zoom down and look at how little Esther is? This is the cutest. If people have no clue how little you are, they really don't. They just think I'm a monster.
Look at the hair.
Esther's legs, by the way.
Look at the hair. It's for you.
What she makes up in her height, she gets in the length of her.
Well, no, people always tell me I'm pasty, but if you have the leg hair, it kind of looks like the illusion of a tan.
She's wearing like they're infant shoes, the shoes of an infant. Her feet don't touch the ground. They're so.
Is it okay that I'm using this as a footrest?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Bobby's dad's ashes.
But even if they were, it's fine. Have you guys ever been catfished?
No of you.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I thought that was just a MySpace thing. Everyone got catfished on MySpace, right?
I have my story.
What is your story?
Remember when I got gang cyber raped?
Oh.
Wait, by a catfish?
I was catfished.
I want to know.
No, tell your story. I'll tell mine next.
Oh, mine is just, it was what I thought was like a really hot Australian boy, but he turned out to be a very scrawny, old Indian man.
My name is Esther. I do feel like I would be the catfisher. Like nobody's catfish. I'm the catfisher, I feel like.
Whose picture would you use?
But this guy was like, had kids. He made, oh my God, I still remember his MySpace handle was Amorcito888. And I was so just like mesmerized by
Did you hit
everything.
him up or he came to you?
Well, my friend fucked me over. She was like, my friend lived in Australia and she was like, oh yeah, I know this guy. So I was like, oh, then he's a real guy. And we like had this long distance thing for so long. He sent me like care packages, all of these things. And I was so in love. We were going to meet up in the Philippines at some point. And I got a little suspicious one time because he called me and I heard like babies crying in the back. And I was like, where are you?
Did he have an Australian accent?
He did. But also all the songs that he loved were old 70s, early 80s songs. Like Caribbean Queen, which I love. Is a great song. Great fucking song.
Yeah.
But he was like, oh, this is like my most favorite song. I was like, that's weird for someone in their 20s. Like, I like that song too, but like, you know.
Yeah, my dad was 97 when I was born.
Yeah, and he would always, I'm like, what are you eating? He's like, oh, I'm eating nasi goreng. And I'm like, oh, okay. I like that you're a white guy who's like into Indonesian food or other cultures. But it turns out he was a family man and he was a guy in like his 60s.
How long did that go for?
And I asked my friend, I was like, so what's he like in person? She's like, oh, I've never met him. I'm like, well, couldn't you have fucking told me that? I thought you guys were like homies for real.
So
Yeah.
what, you thought this was like a hot guy you were going to meet?
Yeah. We didn't know any better during the MySpace years, right? All I cared
Yeah.
about was like my top 16. and like rearranging depending on whose attitude was bad.
When did we get a top 16?
Oh my God. Top 16 came after, like right before Facebook Exodus.
Because I remember it was Friendster first.
Friendster was first.
And
Were you too young
then-
for Friendster?
Yeah, I didn't have Friendster.
Did you have Zanga?
No, I had MySpace though.
Oh, okay. Do you remember your MySpace songs?
Yeah, I do.
What were
Pretty
your
proud
MySpace?
of them.
Tell me.
It was Lady Gaga Paparazzi, like before that album had even come out.
I feel like
in
MySpace
America.
was so lame by the time.
No,
that
it
came
was.
out.
I was really early with it. You just gotta trust me. That was really early.
There's something so untrustworthy about you. I only trust people whose feet touch the ground. I don't.
You guys, let's talk about BetterHelp. We're all obsessed with it. We all need it.
I want to call it best help, honestly, because it's better than most help. It's the best.
Annie, what interferes with your happiness besides me?
I'm glad that you're starting to learn that because I thought I was going to have to change, but it turns out you're learning and growing.
Well, just so you know, BetterHelp can assist you and match you with your own licensed professional therapist, and it can connect you in a safe and private online environment, and it's so convenient. You can start communicating with a therapist in under 48 hours.
They also have a journal feature, which I love the most. And it's basically where leading up to your appointment, you can write down your daily thoughts, your concerns, your worries, things that are, getting in the way of your life, and that now your therapist has access to. So by the time you do have a sit down or 1 hour video chat or phone chat with her, you don't need to start from scratch. She will have already known what was happening in your week leading up to that point.
Write a poem about your pain.
You can send a message to your counselor anytime. You'll get timely and thoughtful responses. Plus, you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions.
It's more affordable than traditional offline counseling, and financial aid is available. And this service is available for clients worldwide. You can find the particular expertise that you need online, so don't limit yourself to the counselors that are just located near you. There are licensed professional counselors who specialize in anger, depression, stress, anxiety, relationships, sleeping, trauma, grief, self-esteem. Anything you share is, of course, confidential. It's convenient, professional, and affordable. And so many people have been using BetterHelp that they are recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states.
Why did you read my list of things that are wrong with me, Esther?
No
And what I need
reason.
help with?
No reason.
That's
No reason
pretty
at all,
much
Annie.
Very
Letterman.
rude for you to say
You-
all of those at once.
You guys, we want you to start living a happier life today.
Annie.
As a listener, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting our sponsor at betterhelp.com/bloodbath. Join over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/bloodbath. What was your MySpace song?
I switched my song from one Shaq song to another song, and someone was like, "Did you just change your song from one Shaq song to another song?" And I was like, "Yes, I did." And I do believe I peaked on MySpace. I used to have I would like have the background be like dolphins like jumping into diamonds and
Oh,
stuff.
that's cool.
I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed my MySpace.
Mine was very
Top 8 was so fun. Whew.
Yeah, top 8. And
I didn't like know anyone else on MySpace. I feel like you guys really lived a life on MySpace.
Oh, yeah. MySpace was the best. MySpace, I think we should all go back to MySpace. There was something more wholesome about it.
It was more like, I don't know, it reminded me kind of like, it was like bright light. It was fun. I don't know. It was
Yeah, and you
more-
could personalize your page, and then you can actually, you had like, I remember writing so much poetry on there on my blogs.
Oh, no. My blogs
Poetry?
would get me so canceled. I'm just remembering some of them like, oh God.
Why? What did they say?
it was my opportunity to make like abortion jokes and stuff,
We were so different in that regard. My blogs would be like poems. One of my poems was
Like ode to the baby
The
that you
Pigeons
aborted.
Walked Me Home. It was just so emo. I was a really emo writer. So emo. I was so that person for a long time.
So pigeons walked you home, eh?
Pigeons Walked Me Home, but it was just like that was a great poem I wrote. Still
Are we just two
remember it.
pigeons in the life of Khalyla?
I have a thing for pigeons, you guys.
Why?
We're pigeony.
Pigeons, rats, and cockroaches. I have a thing for.
We're pigeons with fake eyelashes on.
Okay, you know what? A few weeks ago, we did an episode with Bobby, and she said, Esther, if I was into pussy, she would be into me. And I got really excited, like, oh my, and then I realized who her fucking boyfriend is.
Yeah, it's not a compliment.
It's actually like, oh, big fucking deal.
Yeah, you would be an upgrade.
And now you're telling us you like cockroaches.
No, I respect them because any think about it.
Oh my God.
They can walk headless for 20 days or something like that. But anything that competes with humans or who are very, very like resilient, and we consider pests. But if you think about it, they're just geniuses that are able to live side by side with us. So pigeons, they have better navigation than GPS. Rats, they're very cute with their family. They're very industrious. Cockroaches, they don't fucking die, and they'll be here when this world is over. They've lived for like every single era of time.
I mean, that's cool. I still don't care for them.
I don't like cockroaches. I like literally have an actual fear for them. I just respect them so much. Mutual respect. I say, back up, don't come near me, and we shake on it. Yeah, bow down.
What would you do if you saw one though, like in your?
I would scream.
Yeah.
I love spiders. Love all insects.
You'd be like, I respect you, but
yeah, I really like.
Good hustle. Get the fuck out of my house. And when you kill them, what happens? Something more come out of them?
No.
Oh, you guys.
I think it's like if their babies can be.
That's
born
a spider. Spider's egg sac, right?
What do you mean?
Ew,
if you like
sack again.
If you like hit a spider
on its sack.
No. If there's like
Esther, show us how you hit the spider on its sack.
If you hit a spider sack, all the babies come out and explode.
But the spiderlings.
Is that what your doctor told you as a kid? Because maybe join the Molested by a Doctor Club. The baby's splooged out. It's a weird.
Yeah, because with some spiders, the spiderlings, they ride on the mother's back for weeks. Because spider moms are the best moms.
Being mom, it's like, where's the spider dad?
Nowhere to be found.
He's doing fucking nothing.
But in the insect world, the woman is usually bigger, stronger, and eats the male. So all is fair.
Yeah.
Why don't we have that for humans?
Would you just decapitate Dave after you have sex with him? Is that an option?
If that was my genetic code, yeah. You wouldn't be laughing. We'd be.
Imagine she just takes a chunk out of his cheek.
Oh, I had pet rats when I was a kid.
I'm so jealous. Paris Hilton had a pet rat. I read that in her book.
And she also had a ferret.
I need to just what?
You're just such a celebrity, like stick sucker. You just love the celebrities.
I worship most celebrities from like my teen years, but I'm not like
You're
that.
like a poster girl. Like you had like posters everywhere.
I absolutely did.
Who did you have posters up of?
Britney, Christina Aguilera. I actually remember the first time I got really bad period cramps when I was like 13. I had all these like magazine cutouts on my wall, and I was so angry and angsty from the pain I was feeling. I couldn't believe it. I ripped down all the guys. And after that,
who were the guys on the wall?
It was probably like NSYNC and stuff like that.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
No, I wasn't into him. I know he wasn't my type. No, just probably NSYNC and whatever. Oh, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Course.
But I ripped all the guys off because I was like, they don't know what I'm going through.
What Leo was your favorite Leo?
Titanic. How could you even ask?
Oh, I thought you were going to say Gilbert Grape. I liked him. No, because my favorite was Romeo and Juliet. Leo.
Yes.
That was kind of my only, because I never stand him because he like looks like very feminine and young.
I wrote him extreme fan mail, not just fan mail. Because I was living in the Philippines at this time, I would dry flowers for him, and I would press them for a week. I would go through all and then I would save up all my lunch money because postage was really expensive to send to America, and I would write lines from Titanic, like "There's only 10 cents in my pocket." You know that thing he says to Kate. And I to this day no response. Not a poster, not a sign, nothing.
Oh, listen, we know one of his friends.
We do.
Yes. Whose like credit is that he's friends with Leonardo DiCaprio. You don't know this?
Is that true?
Yeah.
It used to be Michael Rappaport, but then Michael Rappaport started performing, and so now we all know him. But like, it's claimed he's like, yeah, I know Leo. Like, he's so open about that being his main thing.
I'm just shocked that you like took all this time and energy and money to like send things to a movie star. Like, what were you wanting?
He just needed to like see her, and then he would know.
I think I didn't want anything besides just him to know what an impact he made. Like, I was obsessed, you guys. I cried every night. I watched Titanic maybe 65 times at that age.
It's an incredible film.
Incredible.
Yeah, I saw it about 4 times.
When
in
Celine,
theaters.
I never saw
when
it.
My Heart Will Go On comes on, I still cry.
It's a really, that movie was hot as fuck.
Bobby's never seen it.
What happened?
How are these people that haven't seen Titanic?
I'm just kidding. I've seen it a lot of times. I was joking.
Okay, good. That was.
Bobby's never seen it. He says he
I
refuses.
like that he hasn't. Good for you, Bobby. Don't fucking see it.
So many Oscars. My God.
10 that year. 'Cause I'm in a
Remember
scrapbook.
they were like, Kate Winslet's fat? And then like, if you look at her now, she's like so much skinnier than all of us. All they talked about was how fat she was. Just
They
the skinniest
did?
person I've
Who?
Yes, all the magazines were like about her weight gain. It was brutal back in the day.
Oh, God.
It was brutal.
Wasn't that crazy though? When did you guys watch Framing Britney a few weeks ago? Like all the interviewers are like, "So tell us about your breasts." It's just like, what? She's 17. Like what? The way.
But then you were like, also like, but tell us more.
But like the things that the way they treated people, and also, did you guys see Kim Kardashian posted like how she was treated, and it was all these magazine covers about her being really fat and being like the pig is back at it.
Oh my God.
When she was pregnant, there were these vile things, and that was like not that long ago.
I say we should keep doing it. Let's just go in harder. Who cares? Thick skin. You want to know why I'm fat? Because I got thick skin. Call me fat, bitches.
Piggy Kim is crying in the gutter. Like it was just left high and dry. It was terrible. Whatever. You fat whore.
She was talking to you, Kim. Oh my God, you're never going to get Skims for full price anymore.
Esther, would you be willing someday? I know that you and I don't do las
To
drogas. We
lose
don't
weight.
do drugs. But would one day, in a safe environment, would you be willing to do ayahuasca with me?
I don't know. No.
Okay.
Why?
You're not willing to open portals. in
I
your
don't
mind.
understand what it is. I don't know why everyone. I don't get it. I'm too afraid. Have you done it?
No, never.
Have you?
Yeah, are you kidding? You stupid bitch.
She has a shaman. She
I
calls her
fucking called this
Shami.
bitch up after my I'm like, I was thinking about you. You're never popping into my head during a trip again. You will not come into my I'm in the most loving place. I'm thinking about my little munchkin.
You have to understand
I
that.
call her afterwards. I remember where I was when I was talking to you about it, and you're like,
Well, I don't know the I don't remember that was ayahuasca. I remember that, but that could, to me, it's all the same. Mushrooms, LSD.
mushroom. What are these mushrooms?
Mushrooms.
Must tries, I'll tell you that.
Wait, you're a DMT queen. She's a DMT queen.
What
You've
is-
done a lot of
yeah,
DMT,
what's
right?
DMT? Like, I don't
Ayahuasca
know.
is like the ultimate, though. I would say ayahuasca is like the most like impactful, amazing, beautiful experience. It's like insane. It's like 30 years of therapy. But DMT and ayahuasca are the same chemical that's released from your brain. But ayahuasca has inhibits it, so it's like it goes longer. So when you smoke DMT, it's like 5 to 10 minutes. And then when you do ayahuasca, it's like 6 hours.
Does it have that thing where they say when you do certain drugs, like you feel good and then you get real low after? Does it have that?
I love that you're going off like an article you read in YM magazine.
Do you guys know the term spinner?
Yeah.
Oh, I just learned that.
What is it?
It's a tiny person you spin on top of your dick.
It's what men call girls like me.
She's a spinner. We are not spinners. We are unspinnable, Annie.
I'm also unspinnable, just to be clear.
No. Annie and I are
because
just...
of like the suction, the dry creaminess of the
Creamy.
sort of muddiness.
Okay, muddy I like.
Annie and I were just to be smashed. We were not to be spinned.
I'm like, you're supposed to like be mad at me and shoving my face into something.
Oh my God.
It's true. What I mean, or I'm telling jokes. What do you want? Do you want a laughy fuck or do you want to shut me down?
Annie, what was I know you told me once that you went on an all-girls ayahuasca trip.
I thought it was ayahuasca. Okay, so
Wait, you went on an all-girls trip without me?
yes,
This is a problem.
yes, I did. I went on an all-girls trip. No little boys allowed.
Who were the girls? Can I know? Are they girls I know?
Yeah, they are girls you know.
Is
Yeah.
it that trip?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's not the one that I want to write a horror movie about.
Okay.
These fucking cunts. This was the precursor to like a hellish Mean Girl weekend I was on. But okay, so it was a friend of mine, this comedian I used to be friends with, and her manager was a female manager, which I always thought that would be cool to have a female manager until this experience.
Why do you call the manager a female manager? That seems kind of sexist.
What would you want me to say instead? Girl
A
manager?
manager? Just a
manager?
I don't know about you. I'm just an actor.
Well, it's an all woman's thing, so I have to explain. Are you an actor? I've seen your work. You're just the person that keeps looking at camera. So her manager had worked with these people, these shamans, okay? And so she was like, oh, I want to get a group of us together. So it was like some female comedians and the manager and me. And so we paid $350 to spend the night at these people's house. So I thought we were going to go do ayahuasca like in like some beautiful place. We drive to near the airport. It's like, ew, okay. So we drive towards the airport. We go to these people's house. It's just like this rich couple with like tons of like Botox and stuff. And I'm like, if the medicine works, wouldn't you not have Botox? Like, wouldn't you like not fall into that world? You know what I mean? But I'm like, all right, I'm going to suspend my judgment. I'm going to just keep doing this. You know, this girl's manager loved these people and swore by them. So we get there. We bring our own sleeping bags. We bring our own breakfast. $350. What am I paying for?
What did you bring for breakfast?
Who knows? Probably Funyuns. I always bring Funyuns. So we get there, and then what they end up giving us, it's not ayahuasca. It's sassafras, which I think you can just get. It's like a heart opener. It's like a light version of Molly, pretty much. So this woman's like leading the ceremony. We go around, we say our intentions or whatever. They give us this drug that's like, okay, but it's not like $350 worth of okay. And we're hanging out. It's like kind of fun. And we're like talking and everything. And then the woman, you know, a lot of us had issues with men. And the woman's like, all right, well, I'm going to now bring my husband down. It's a bunch of girls on Molly, okay? Girls on Molly in their pajamas. All girls. We're all fucked up. I'm going to bring my husband down. He is the divine masculine, so he'll help you cure your man problems. So then this guy with Brotox, this like old man who like, I'm not going to say he's a child molester because I don't think he was a child molester, but if you were to take a pen and paper and go like, I'm going to draw what someone that molests children looks like, this was the man, okay? He was like, his jeans were very tight. He was like, you know, in his like maybe late 60s, gray hair, skin so taut and smooth, just so tight. I want nothing to do with this guy, but I'm like, ugh, whatever. So she brings him to me. So we're sitting there and I'm all fucked up, right? I'm like, okay. She's like, starting to explain to me. She's like, well, sometimes when we do ceremony, and he starts interrupting her and speaking for her. And I go, I'm sorry, dude. This is like her thing. What the fuck? Why are you interrupting her and like speaking for her, right? And then everyone's like, gets like really tense. Like, oh, we weren't expecting any sort of like pushback on any of this, right? So I'm going like, I just woman marched. I wear the pussy hat. Now we got this I'm here with all these women. Like, I'm trying to become a lesbian. I'm trying to hope it's a choice. I would like to never see a man again. And then this guy's like interrupting his wife. It's already creepy. He's there. Like, why is he here with all of us? She ends up being like, no, he's good. I'm like, all right, whatever. So then I was like, all right, we'll do your like male curing thing. I will no longer be upset with men. I'm in my most man-hating phase. So what he does is I lay down, okay, on my side. He lays behind me as the big spoon. He wraps his arms and legs around me and then whispers in my ear and goes, and I'm like, there's got to be a boner here. Like, I just was like, are you fucking kidding me? So he does that for like 15 minutes. I'm like, all right, dude, you got to go. And then I'm just like, I don't know what this fucking shit is. Like, what the fuck is this guy? What is happening? Of course, the girl's manager is like, Annie, you're like, these are my like, so everyone's like mad at me. And I'm like, there's no way this is acceptable. I'm on Molly. This guy just came down, is rubbing his fucking old man boner in my asshole. Like making moaning noises in my ear to protect me from what men have done. Who is this? I don't know what this guy does. This is your husband. So then the rest of the night is her like, she's like, you have a real issue with men. Like you really, and I'm like, what the fuck? Well, I'm being gaslit at this thing. And, but it ended up like, so I was the one that first said something, right? But then all the other girls, like after the weekend, it started to kind of come out where they're like, yeah, he like came down and laid on top of me and kissed me on the forehead. I'm like, we don't want this. So it ended up, I think like, I don't know if people went back to them, but I know they ended up having like a very awkward car ride.
Oh Lord.
with the two, like they came to see.
So
like,
he
one of our
was
shows.
meant to be the divine masculine
How
that was
dare you
supposed
don't,
to.
Yeah, you don't.
Who the fuck?
You don't get to decide
Yeah.
to me that you're the. I never met you, dude.
That's just weird.
Real. That's like how Nexium starts.
Yes,
That's
it felt very Nexium.
yeah. That's
actually.
scary. That's the beginnings of you're gonna. Yeah, that's bad.
And can I tell you how many times everyone's always mad at me, and I'm the fucking only one saying the thing. I'm like, first of all, why the fuck did he just interrupt you? Why is he here? Why are we all fucked up and in pajamas? Like I'm in like silk pajamas right now. Like why is this man spooning me? Yeah. So then everyone I guess was mad at me about that secretly, and then I went on a girls trip, and I've never been treated.
I really do respect
More
you for
pleasant.
seeking out these like new experiences though, because I'm such
I
a hard.
don't.
You cannot sell me on anything. Like you can't even sell me on drugs really. Like I'm just now maybe considering mushrooms, but it's just I'm so freaked out by being around like new people
Me too.
in that way. I'm just so untrustworthy. Or I'm
What-
like, no, that's
Why do you respect it? I don't. I'm like, why'd you do that? Look at what happens.
because it could have
Rub
been
your nose in it.
50-50. It could have been a great experience. If divine masculine didn't walk down the stairs, it could have just been a sassafras with girls time.
We
Yeah.
could do that. The three of us. We can go to a house together. The three of us in Palm Springs, and
do sassafras?
no, we
Great.
can make s'mores and
Oh my God.
swim,
You
dip
are
our toes.
A 4-year-old. We're with a girl who has not grown since age 4, physically or emotionally.
She missed one of the Erickson stages.
She's like, ew, why would she do that?
That doesn't sound fun. I'll show you a sober good time.
Ew, don't use your little predator hands.
People
Is
love
that you getting in both of us at once?
people love to travel and spend time with me because you'll be surprised
People
how
love
much
to travel with you? I would like you to call one person that's enjoyed traveling with you.
Caroline.
Well, Caroline's a very easygoing person. She
Bob-
gets
Bobby
along with
pro-
everyone.
Bobby proposed something. He says that he will
To
pay.
you? No? Still no?
Still no. It's a no. He proposed that he said that he would buy all of our plane tickets if we all
Flew away and
filmed
never
all
came
of us,
back.
filmed all of us ourselves in the Philippines for 2 weeks.
Oh, done.
Oh no. But that's not a deal.
Who says no to this?
It's so amazing there,
Who
Esther.
says done? To a first of all, what's a Philippines ticket?
What's the
30 bucks?
Philippines?
No, a flight. is-
30 bucks?
It's like 2,000. Wait,
She's
first class
trash.
is like
I just want everyone to
$5,000.
see.
Can I
Cash it in for something else.
Yes. I was too
Esther,
excited.
I'm hurt that you wouldn't want to visit my motherland.
2 weeks though is really
Okay,
hard for me.
10
Like
days.
I'm someone I want to go to Paris
Well,
for a
the
weekend.
flight is 4 days. You know that, right?
No,
And that's not. It is 2 days though.
First of all, it'd be very fun to travel with you too. So I actually would do it. 2 weeks scares me with anything.
Okay, got it.
But a week, I think we could do that.
She's going to be someone's mother one day. Do you understand?
I am Donut's mother. That's who I was born to be.
Funny enough,
If
I do
Donna could
think
talk. Whew.
I have a feeling you would love it there.
What would it be like? Tell me, what would we do?
It's just the best. It's a tropical rainforest with the best beaches, the friendliest people. Everyone speaks
She's
English.
disgusted by everything. Can I break down
the
why
food
she
is
hates everything you said?
amazing.
I like pretty beaches. I love to be in like cozy clothes at the beach.
Yes, we can do that.
Well,
we can do. We can
we'll
wear your
swaddle you up.
umbros.
What kind of food?
We need to get. Do you have one of those
Very
towels with the
organic.
head that kids have?
No. Wait, what?
Why don't we
What?
gotta get her one of those? You know, like the kids have like that corner that they put on the towels where it's got like the corner that they put on their head and they wrap around them.
Oh yeah, I've always
Esther,
wanted one.
yes. Do you have footy pajamas?
I do, of course.
Oh,
Those are hard though. I don't like zipping the top off when you have to go pee pee or poo poo.
yeah. They don't really have like place for breasts. It's for small
They are
children.
hard for boobs. Yeah.
You can
Esther's-
tell the year.
So you've been with Dave so long that you never got a chance to do any swipe left, swipe
No,
right.
that was
It's
not.
really terrible.
It seems like it's not. It seems like it's not good for everybody.
Wow, you really dodged a bullet. You really did.
I guess I did. Yeah.
Once you get in, you're never allowed back.
Why?
If I fuck someone I met off the internet, they're never going to be in my life again.
Why?
Oh, it's a one and done then.
Yeah.
Oh, I
what
didn't
if
know
you?
that was
What
a rule.
if you're feeling it?
There's no way I would be feeling it.
I bet I met Bobby
Off
on the internet.
I've never met a person I liked on the internet.
I met Bobby on Tinder.
Yeah, but Bobby's famous.
I
Not
know,
that
but
you're
it-
going off of him being famous, but I'm just saying, like, you know his personality. Like, you've seen him. Like, I'm going off of literally like a square picture of someone. I have no clue what they smell like. I have no clue what they act like. I have no clue anything about them. And I met 2 guys on dating sites, and it was always like right after a breakup. I never was like really single during the boom of internet dating. So I didn't realize that you aren't supposed to be like, hey, I'm going to fuck the shit out of you to a complete stranger you've never met. So then I would be like, let's bang. And then I'd meet up with these people like, oh God, I'm like not attracted to you at all. And then I have to bang you because I've already
Are you
promised.
serious?
Yeah, twice that happened.
You were not into them and you had sex with them.
Yeah.
Can you walk us through that?
Well, because back in the day, okay, back in the day before I had my self-confidence that I got about 1 year ago,
When the world shut
I
down.
always felt like I was more worried about making other people happy than myself. So I felt so uncomfortable rejecting these people to their face, especially when I'd come so hard at them on the internet. Like it's not like they were like, come fuck me, bitch. Like I was like, glaze me like a donut. Like, I mean, I literally was like going in so hard.
You talk like that?
I am going to slap both cheeks, and I'm talking about the bottom ones. I'm going to spank you, you little boy.
I didn't know you talk like that.
Yes, you do. I know how you talk. One of your exes told me, but I won't reveal it.
What?
I want to know.
What?
Is this inappropriate? But I want to know
What?
how you talk.
I know. I want to know what.
You're a filthy pig. I just want people to know she's this is all an act. She's a monster.
Okay, maybe I'm filthy, but glaze me like a donut? That's like
It sounds like, are you
artful.
jealous?
It's like artful.
Yeah, I knew you were impressed.
It's poetic.
Glaze me like a donut. We're gonna ice bucket challenge your jizz. I had some good ones.
A real sign of the times. I was always jealous of people that could go on Raya, which people don't know. Raya is supposed to be like the artistic, like celebrity dating
It's the worst
site.
one.
But
it's
then
number one, the worst one.
But then I realized from everyone who has it, it's like all 19-year-old Instagram models and then gross old
no.
like men.
Wait,
you know what it is?
You
This
were
is
on
the
Raya.
issue. Yeah, this is the issue with Raya. Raya is. Oh, I went on a date with a guy from Raya I didn't have sex with. Wait.
Let me guess. Is it the?
His choice. Did you say his choice?
His choice, Avi.
Why?
I've banged everyone that's asked. Yeah, that was the singer-songwriter guy. But boy, was he weird. I'm so glad it didn't work out because I would have had to explain a lot of hats to people.
I screamed when you told me who it was.
Oh,
I started singing his song to you, remember? And you're like, this is triggering. Can you stop?
Do I know?
Sometimes
who it
his
is?
songs come on.
Maybe. I'll
This
sing it to
person
you.
acts like I don't talk to her every day. Like, of course you know who it is. You have blocked out.
No, I don't remember everything.
Can I just tell you, we're getting to the bottom of this friendship.
You have
and by the bottom, the end of it.
You have so many stories. They all sorts of blend together.
I'll sing you the song.
I will say this. I will give Esther this. It doesn't matter if she's listening, really. I am just talking. Do you know what I mean?
That's
I've
something
never
you're
really
giving
called.
me.
I've never really been like, can you repeat what I said? I've just been like, there's a face.
I tend to
in a
be
square.
attracted to people who like to talk. I love talkers. I love people where I can just sit back.
Take all the information and I need,
And
use it against them when I need to.
That's not me, but be entertained and like you're entertaining. So I like to just
like a king.
it's like
You're
flip
a
on the-
voyeur.
Like you're the king. that just sits
No,
there?
it's like you're the star. I just flip on the show and there you are.
Again, when you do this, I don't understand what the.
You're a voyeur. And she's an exhibitionist.
Yeah, you are.
I'm a voyeur.
Yeah.
Can I sing you the song? We
Yeah.
can bleep this out.
I'm so embarrassed.
It's going to trigger Annie right now.
So yeah, that's why.
Now,
I
hold
don't
on,
know
hold
who
on.
it is. No, so that's why I don't know who it is because I never knew.
Wait, but wasn't he a Quaker also? Are you
He was
willing
a
to talk
Quaker.
about this
Yeah, I can talk
without
about
revealing
this.
him? Okay.
Yeah. He is from Philadelphia. There's a couple of his songs that I listened to. He hit me up on Raya. He went, he direct messaged me. He paid extra or whatever.
Is that how it works? You pay extra to...
Or you get, I don't know. I have no clue how it works. I was only on Raya a little bit before I got snatched up. So he direct messaged me and then it was very good conversation because he's from Philly. So we're talking about Philly. So I'm from Philly. And we found out we were both brought up Quaker, which is a whole thing. I mean, it's a very small portion of the world is Quaker. So it was really cool. So we were vibing. We're both Quaker. So then when he came into town, we went to Quaker meeting together. We went to our church together. which was pretty fun. It was like, it's kind of a boring situation, but it was fun. We had this whole like long fun date, and he's like a really weird, eccentric. He's an odd man, but I liked him. I thought he was cool. And, I'm always down to bang someone visiting town. If you're going to leave, I'll probably have sex with you. This was old Annie, okay? And we just only hung out once. We never hung out again. But he did like to he would always text me like I left my sunglasses or stuff like that. I'm like, they cost 10 cents. Like, do you want to hang out with me again or not? He's like, I can't wait to see you again. I'm like, okay. When? And then he just never, it was a lot of like breadcrumbing and weird stuff. But he was like, I have like okay vibes from him.
I have no respect for that when someone is like a guy to like
it was fucking annoying.
When to one of my girlfriends is like that term you just use breadcrumbing. I don't know exactly what it is, but
they just like drop little things
dangling
to keep
the carrot.
You, like
that's
keep
ridiculous.
You interested, and it's
why that's so.
He
stupid.
was actually you know what I do have I think fondly of him because he's very weird, but it was bullshit the way he treated me because it was like
you're in or you're out.
He was so like texting me all the time. It would be like texting like all day, right? And then it would go like 2 weeks. He wouldn't text me. And then I'm like, okay, whatever. Then he would come back and it'd be like text. And then, so when we did hang out and it was really fun, we had like a really fun time. And I know he was recording his album, so he's busy, but I'm a comedian. I'm an artist too. I'm always busy. I was performing every single night. That was when Spade show was on. I was like filming stuff during the day. I hit him up like a couple days later or later that week and was like, hey, I'm like doing this thing if you want to come. And he was like, that's too far. And I'm like, oh, you said you wanted to come. It was just like everything was like, he said things to me and then I would follow what he said. And then he would be like kind of mad at me. Like I was like, whoa, when do you want to hang out? And he's like, I'm busy working. And I'm like, you said you want to hang out with me.
Yeah.
I accidentally I butt FaceTimed him.
Yeah.
Like a month later, which is pretty embarrassing. But at this point,
who gives a
fuck?
Lost.
Yeah, who gives a shit? So, and he didn't pick up. And then like 2 weeks later, he texted me and he was like, oh, hey, I was on tour in Mexico, like trying to brag or something. I'm like, my job's cooler than yours. And like, I saw you FaceTime, what's up? And I just never responded. But sometimes I go on his Instagram. We don't follow each other, but sometimes I go on his Instagram and I leave little like neggy mean comments.
What do you say?
He had some line that was something about like, don't pick up birds or something. And then he was wearing a hat with all these feathers in it. And I was like, well, why would you put it in your hat then? Like, I just like kind of like little like.
Why do you do that?
Just a little memory.
I do love that about you. Sometimes I'll tell Annie about a person I know or an acquaintance. And immediately within 2 seconds, she's in their Instagram, like commenting on like a picture of like lobster. Hey, do you guys have any more for me?
From like 6 months ago.
Yeah, from 6 months ago.
I follow her still. She got a good lobster the other day.
Oh, she did. A big lobster. So I'll tell her about a friend who like, dives for lobster. And within 3 seconds, she's there. I
like collecting cool people. I would have followed him. I would have stayed friends with him and everything. But he didn't follow me. So I was like, I'm not going to follow you. But
sometimes when guys or whoever, they like one time I was dating a guy and he like, it was a very rough, not like perfect relationship. Like I think we'd already broken up, got back together, whatever. And then like one day he like I went over to his place wherever he was staying and he like put like flowers out and made me dinner and drew me a bath and like made this like really nice.
I hate to tell you, it's because your pussy smells. Did he give you Vagisil?
No, but I have dated guys who scrape my tongue before kissing me. And I was like, this is so weird. It's so out of character. Like, why is he doing all this nice stuff for me? And then I realized, like, that was a life lesson for me. I was like 22 and I was like, oh, sometimes people do this stuff for themselves. Like, he's like performing for himself of like putting on like the nice thing. And that's sometimes what they do. And it really tricks you. Because if you don't connect those dots, you're like, oh my God, he's in love with me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm his queen.
The same thing kind of fucked me up very early on in life, and I had to kind of unlearn this part. I used to think that when guys did nice things for me, it was a compensation for something they were doing behind my back. Ooh. Because one of the guys that I was so in love with that absolutely shattered me the weekend that he came home after like banging a whole lot of other people.
Which was hard to do when he had all those kids. Indian man, remember?
But he came home and he was like, hey, he's like, let's buy a motorcycle. And at this point, this was like my motor. I owned a motorcycle, by the way, for years.
Did you ever ride it?
Not one that I did. Not, a Harley, not one that
Cool.
he bought me. But this is when like my wannabe cool girl phase.
Did you have your thong out?
Motorcycle. My whale tail, of course. And so he was like, let's buy a motorcycle. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's weird, but yeah, okay, let's go. And we had the best day at the Harley store. We were like going around with like the Urals that they had, like really cool day. And the next day he's like, we should buy a timeshare together. I'm going to buy you a timeshare. And so he bought a timeshare and he was like, we could go there. This when timeshares were still a thing. And then like the third day is when I was like, something's up. Like something's really fishy. And what was fishy was my vagina because it was burning. And I realized why? There's only one reason why my vagina could be in flames like this. And sure enough, I had caught an STD.
I thought this was you're going to just be casually coming out with herpes. I was like, wow, good for you.
But then
not yet.
Anytime someone does like really big acts of like really like grandiose stuff like that, for me, I get very defensive. I'm like, what's happening? What did you do?
It is like love bombing though, right? Isn't it like a narcissistic thing? Because think about like this person too is like he's a successful artist. He's like used to being like on stage in front of people. And like I understand that sort of ego too, obviously, from what I do. But you do think about like, I don't know, I guess I just wasn't that. I mean, I was impressed. I think it's cool that he's an artist and that he's, you know, he's a talented guy and stuff. But it's not like, I mean, some of the fucking lyrics, I was like, ugh. It's not like I'm like flicking my bean over here to his albums. You know what I mean? But it's not like I didn't reach out to you, bitch. Like you came to me. But it is like, I could imagine him being like, damn, I'm really like fucking killing it on this date.
I have a confession.
What?
That song, his song, was one of my Myspace songs for a couple months.
Oh my God. Do you want me to set you guys up? Maybe he's your guy.
Oh God.
She's with Bobby.
I would never.
Yeah, but who's really with Bobby? You know what I mean?
Her. we use this house.
If he leaves me, Annie,
we need to get Bobby to propose to her somehow.
If he leaves me, Annie, this is all over. Our careers are over.
We can't use this garage anymore.
Bryce, what do you have prepared for us today? Oh my God, what is Bryce? This is dungit. I love this stuff.
What is it?
It's a dried fish.
Oh no!
I grew up on this shit. It's the best.
No.
Esther, scrape your tongue with that.
My family business, not my family business, my uncle's business was making these.
Was drying up, like when you would go to your uncle's house, there was just like
dried fish
drying.
Are you going to eat it, Annie?
Of course. When have I not?
It's actually very good.
You think that's worse than this?
Definitely not. No.
What is that?
I'm show this to the camera.
What is it? Ew. Why is mine baby food? This should go to Esther.
No. This
is baby food. This is for Esther.
Annie, don't worry. You're going to eat what I'm holding. This is absolutely not. I know what it is. I've seen these at kids' parties when I used to babysit. It's fucking crickets.
Is that because you weren't invited when you were a kid? What happened?
Take it off my lap. Take it off my lap.
Who?
Dude.
Who's in trouble?
Why did you bring me these?
What is it?
Dude, it's fucking full on crickets.
Oh my God.
Dude.
Wait, I'll get it.
This is...
I'll say the crickets. You're screaming like they're alive, Esther.
Dude, oh my God, don't look. I cannot look at them. They're huge whole crickets.
Honestly, what's in the skirt is scarier to me.
Dude.
Is this just regular baby food? Or is it like
you got
flavored gross?
Give her those crickets. Those are for her. Bryce made a mistake.
Oh my God, if this had like flown up and all of them flung on Esther, what a happy accent that would have been.
Can I just say, I don't want any kind of jokes.
No one's done anything to you.
Pranks. Like I would love to just see you try the fish, and then I do want to see you eat the crickets though.
Do you see? I just want you to see. We've summed it up.
Where'd you get these? Are these fresh?
All right, so I do want to say it has an aroma of Eau de Esther.
It does not.
Oh, 5-day-old.
This. I would be drawing you a bath too, Esther. If this is what you
eat
smell.
a lot of pineapple. Okay,
these are crickets.
All right, look at it.
These are salt and vinegar.
Are you gonna eat it, Khalyla?
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
I don't like that it doesn't just break.
It's not my first cricket.
Okay,
fine.
It is kind of gross. It does. I feel like
it's you know what? They're usually supposed to be a lot crunchier, Annie, but it's very tasty.
Maybe some hot sauce.
Yeah, it's they're not as fresh as I wanted them to be. But if you had real good like buwad with rice, oh my god!
I
it's
think
the
I
best.
could really wait with rice and what?
Like fried fish and stuff. And well, dried fish with a little bit of vinegar in it. The best. Here,
I
I'm
could
gonna have
see
a
us
cricket.
like watching TV, and me just really getting into these.
Would you like a cricket, madam?
Yeah.
Oh, rest in peace, little
How
buddy.
horny she sounded when
I'm
she said
sorry
that.
that your life was taken for snacks.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't even eat Bryce, you know I'm vegetarian. But
Have you
This
had
stuff
these
doesn't
before?
count?
Khalyla?
I've eaten crickets before, yeah. But I haven't had these particular ones, no.
Annie, you're really like okay with this?
Yes,
Okay,
you
ready?
nerd.
In 1, 2, 3. Oh, delicious. It's delicious, Esther.
Peanutty.
Nothing crickety about it at all.
Peanutty. I actually like the fish better though.
But there's no taste even. It's just like a chip. I'm sorry, Mr. Cricket. Should we move on to icy marshmallows? Do we have more treats this week?
Are we trying an Esther delicacy?
Is that what it is?
I mean, Esther's delicacy is
Bring it
such
to
a
me.
joke.
Yeah.
Here, Esther will make it for us. She knows.
What is weird about this, by the way?
There's nothing weird. It's just called dry s'mores. Thank you so much. And a lot of people, what they like to do is they sit by a campfire, they melt their marshmallows and their chocolate, and they eat like a gushy, mushy s'mores. But I'm telling you, dry, raw s'mores, just all non-cooked, is delicious.
You trying to claim s'mores as your own is wild right now.
So, and I want you guys to tell me, if you think like, oh no, of course we should roast this instead, or if you kind of like it dry.
Well, I'm kind of, I have an aversion to things that might stab the roof of my mouth, and
Oh,
this
that's
seems
a
like
terrible feeling.
yeah, you know when you eat chips and they just
Oh, you take a chip the wrong direction?
Wrong
oh, no,
direction
It just
chip.
slices you down the whole way.
Okay, I want to know what
Coughing up salsa.
what are your expectations?
I feel
I
I'm
think
afraid
it's gonna taste exactly like I know it's gonna taste because we've all had s'mores before. Sometimes they're not they're not really like that high, you know.
Here we go. It's too messy, Esther.
No,
I mean, it's good. All the ingredients are delicious. I just don't like
I
that.
would like it a little like melty though.
I love
it's
it this
good.
way. I think it's so much better this way.
The chocolate does taste better this way.
I love it this way.
But going from the fish to cricket to this made it all the more delicious, I have to say.
I want to say I had a little appetizer that you didn't have.
Well, you
Take 'em
guys,
home.
thank you for listening to this week's Bloodbath.
That was so much sugar. I feel
It's a
gross.
mukbang.
This show is turning into a full-blown mukbang every week. We appreciate you. Please go to iTunes and give us 5 stars, 6 stars, 7 stars, all the stars. But we love you, and we'll see you next week.